up, guys? Matt here. Just finished my review of The Hobbit as I'm driving to work, and I wanted to talk about my reading goals for 2022. You may have known that I have become a bit of a reader in the last 2 months. 2 months being January and February. It is February 6th, 7th right now. February 7th right now. Yeah, I'm a bit of a reader now. So, yeah. My reading goals, I set a goal on Goodreads to read 8 books. Myself, I included audiobooks in that list. So right now I've read 3 books this year, being February 7th. So I read 2 books, 2 physical books, 2 paperback books, because I love paperback, and 1 audiobook. I read Carrie by Stephen King, his first novel. Gave that a 5 out of 5. Star Wars Aftermath, I gave a 5 out of 5. And now The Hobbit. Oh man, this is such a weird thing to say. I gave Star Wars Aftermath and Carrie a 5 out of 5. And I gave The Hobbit a 4. So that's, yeah. That's where I'm sitting. I'm not changing it. I had my review, if you watch that, I was at a 5, and then talking through my review, it became a 4. So, interesting. But I went to Barnes & Noble, a bookstore that I didn't know it was a bookstore, because I wasn't really in the reading community. And Sandy and I went there on our date night, and it was awesome. We spent way too much money there. It was incredible. I got 6 books. Sandy got 4 books. I became a member of Barnes & Noble, and it was awesome. So I created a kind of a reading list for the year of 2022, kind of going by months, because like this Hobbit, 305 pages took me a month to read. And that was separating, not reading it every day, of course. I was reading Star Wars Aftermath one day, and then I would read The Hobbit next. Now that I'm done with those books, I think I'm just going to read straight through my next book, which is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That is my book for February. If I finish that, I have 1984 by George Orwell. And again, if I finish the book that I'm reading for this month, I will move to the book that's next month. So February's book is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. March's book is 1984 by George Orwell. April's book is Dune. Yes, Dune. Super excited about Dune. I watched the movie on HBO Max, and it was awesome. It was really great, and I'm really excited because I know Dune is like the quintessential science fiction fantasy. So I'm really excited to read that. Let's see. After Dune, which, funny thing, I should have done Dune June. Should have read Dune in June. But I'm not. Next is, let's see, where are we at? March, April, May. May is Leviathan Wakes. Yeah, by James S.A. Corey. It's 2 authors wrote 1 book. It's the first book in the Expanse series. I don't know how many books. I think there are 8 books. I could be wrong, but I think there might be 5 or 6 books. I'm not sure. But it is a space opera similar to Star Wars, so I'm excited for that. I really, really am excited for it to get into another gigantic story. And next is, let's see, where are we at? March, April, May. June is, what is June? I'm trying to think of... Oh, June is Game of Thrones. Yeah. June is Game of Thrones, book 1 in the Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. So, George Railroad Martin. Super. Again, all these books I'm incredibly excited for. Incredibly excited for. And again, maybe I'll finish it before the end of the month and then move into the next month. So we'll see. After June is July, my anniversary month. This year will be 4 years married. A lot of potholes on this road to work. That was almost a goofy laugh. My son, Everett, has been watching Mickey Mouse probably since he was old enough to open his eyes. He loves Mickey Mouse so much, but that was a bit of a goofy. But July, It by Stephen King. As I've said for this entire list, I'm incredibly excited for. When we went to Barnes & Noble, I was really looking for 5 books. Some Stephen King, It, The Shining. I was looking for Leviathan Wakes. I was looking for Game of Thrones. I was looking for Eye of the World, the first book in the Wheel of Time series. Picking up It at Barnes & Noble, I had no idea it was 1,150 something pages. I mean, I could not believe my eyes or my hands. Very heavy, very heavy. And I got the paperback, of course, with Pennywise's Smile. I'm so excited for that. I was going to read it in October, being that it's Halloween. And it's apparently very scary. But I would not finish it in October. So I'm starting in July because that's when the story starts. July of 1958 is when the story starts. So I'm going to read starting in July. And so hopefully, if I finish a book from the previous month and start the next one, however that goes, I'm hoping I finish all these books within the month. And if I don't, that's okay. I'll just push it, and I'm not going to be too stringent on rushing to finish, because this is just I'm just enjoying my reading. Absolutely, I'm enjoying my reading. Next is August. Yes. Twilight. Stephanie Meyer's Twilight. Book 1 in her Twilight series. Woo-wee! I'm excited for that. Again, all these classics that I wanted to read, Twilight was a part of that. And I'm just excited for Twilight, because Sandy loves it, my wife loves it. August is her birthday. Yeah, and Twilight, I'm excited for Twilight. Again, most of these books are around 500 pages, so we'll see how it goes. I read this in a little over a month. Like I said, this is 300 pages. But, like I said, I was reading 2 books at a time, so it was kind of back and forth. So we'll see how it goes with 1 book at a time. Yesterday, a little sidebar here. Yesterday, I started reading at page... Gosh, I was at page 146 over the weekend. Let's go back down here, 146. So I read over 150 pages over the weekend. So this is all I read over the weekend. So I read a lot over the weekend. 150 pages or so that I read. So I wouldn't say I was blasting through it. I definitely took my time to enjoy it, because that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to just I don't want to just blast through a book and not understand or enjoy it at all. But so after August is September. September is The Shining. I have sorry, random wipers. September is The Shining. I'm excited for that. Gonna be scary. I'm hoping to get scared. October is, let's see where I've positioned my books. Hunger Games. October is Hunger Games. Or I think I switched those. Maybe Hunger Games is September and October is, but Hunger Games is October. So I'm excited. I started an audible audiobook listen to Hunger Games, and it was exciting. So I wanted to read it on paper. That's what I bought the book, and now I'm reading that on paper. Next is, let's see. We're in October. November. I'm just going to assume this is how I put it. I have it in my notes, but I'm using my phone to record. November is Dr. Sleep. So that's after The Shining. So hopefully I finish The Shining, and then I read Dr. Sleep. And then December. Almost as a Christmas present to myself. I am going to read. I just had a huge deja vu. Literally everything. I just had deja vu. Either way. December, as a Christmas present to myself, I am going to read The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. The first book in the Wheel of Time series. That I'm super, super, super excited for. All these booktubers that I watch on YouTube all talk about the Wheel of Time. Daniel Green loves the Wheel of Time. He's cool. I'm excited for the Wheel of Time. And so I've pushed that to December as a bit of an end of the year kind of, man, let's do this. But that's my 2022 reading for the year. We pull out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is the new book that I'm reading now. After finishing The Hobbit 4 out of 5. I can't believe it. But it's true. Thinking about my review again, it's true. I mean, they're 4 out of 5. The Hobbit. And I gave Star Wars Aftermath a 5. And Carrie a 5. I think I expected more from myself out of The Hobbit. And I think that's why I'm so hard on myself for the 4 out of 5. That's absolutely why I'm so hard on myself for the 4 out of 5 compared to the 5 out of 5. But 4 out of 5. The Hobbit. J.R.R. Tolkien. 4 out of 5. I can't believe it. But that is going to do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what your goals or reading, your reading goals for 2022. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.